Dr. Ehsan Natour is an internationally recognized heart surgeon who is also the co-founder of a foundation that supports patients and their relatives through numerous activities and art projects, with the aim of initiating sustainable change in our sick health system. Author of When Life Comes to a Standstill, he is a surgeon who touches the hearts and lives of his patients. Thank you so much, Dr. Ehsan Natour, for joining us here in AwareNow to share this space and to share your story. Thank you.
Thank you, Ali, for the opportunity to share this with you and with all your communities. I think this is an important subject.
Well, I'm so glad to have you here. Let's begin this way. What inspired you to pursue a career in heart surgery? And how has your upbringing in your homeland influenced your approach to medicine and to patient care?
Well, actually, heart surgery was, in fact, by accident. I was supposed to become a neurosurgeon. But then during my study, I was working in a department of neurosurgery, and I was supporting myself for this job. And I decided to follow that too. But as I finished my study, I noticed all those procedures are so long, and you have to work and to be under the microscope, and this will end with headache and all this stuff. So I decided, no, I don't want. And I left that country and that city and went to Cologne to start something else. And by accident, I started at the heart surgery until I will have placed in another discipline. But I found heart surgery excellent. And that moment where I was touching hearts and saw hearts are beating, it was like a newborn moment. Yeah, that's it. That's how I started my career as a heart surgeon. Now, the second part of your question, my upbringing and which influence this has in patient care. You know, I grew up as Palestinian in the state of Israel in a big family. We are 13 people. Yes, that means there is something happening daily. So we had stories and scenarios to share with each other. But this give you, this family feeling give you that tenderness that you need, and those connections and love that you have within the family. And in fact, this is the patient care, the healthcare that we have to provide our patients with, because they need this. That's how I was starting looking at healthcare from those eyes.
It's beautifully said and beautifully shared. Can you share a memorable experience or patient interaction that has impacted your perspective on the healthcare system and the importance of supporting patients and their families?
Yeah, look, patients, when they became patients, they are in trouble already. So they have the feeling they are alone and they are unsupported. And they don't have, even for their own problems, a kind of instruction for use. So the families, their beloved ones, also are in the same trouble because they even don't have that instruction for use. So if you take this from that point, you will discover that the patients and their beloved ones are in trouble. And they need that support. They need that support to could create an overview, to could reach next steps, and they could come out from that roller coaster journey where they are landed in.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's also interconnected, the patient and the caregiver being involved. Let's switch gears a moment. As the co-founder of Still Chesed, I said that, yes? I said that right?
Yeah, absolutely. Still said that, yes.
I'm
Yeah.
working on my Dutchness. Could you elaborate on the mission and the objectives of the foundation and how its activities and art projects contribute to sustainable change within the healthcare system? And what does its name just mean to you?
After a high number of surgery means you are part of every fate of every patient. And I'm talking about thousands of people. Me personally, I have touched surely more than 6,000 hearts in my life. I was involved in around 10,000 procedures, patients and their families, of course. And then you discover that all these people are in trouble. And despite good healthcare, which is supposed to be following most innovative surgery, as example in heart surgery. Heart surgery is the most innovative discipline on the surgeries. But then we found still around 40% of our patients are unhappy despite fantastic surgery. So that was for me a reason to go back and try to understand what's happening. I was observing all that stuff, and that has to do with my roots as poetic Arabic somebody. So you observe not only that the heart is talking to you, the heart is moving, but you observe that behind this heart is a man or a patient, a human, let me say. And behind this patient is a family. And then you discover, oh my God, there's a lot to do with this. It's not only I'm fixing an organ. I am a good doctor when I'm dealing with a good heart and fix it, but I'm the better one when I take the family and look at the patient, human behind that sickness. So that opens my eyes that there is a problem. There is a need for investigations. That was the reason for me to set up an instant foundation in this case to create awareness for this. Yeah, maybe this is a long answer, but this answer your maybe next two questions in one. So there is a need for awareness that a problem, a life event will come to you. And everybody, nobody will be spared. So if this is the case, let's understand what's happening with us when we leave our comfort zone. And in fact, once this is happening, we are fragile. And the most problem we have is that we don't want to put us at risk and to share this with anybody, even with our beloved, because then you are fragile. If you don't share this, then I can't help you. So I have to understand what's happening to could intervene and to could open your eyes so that you can achieve recognition with the end target to could strengthen your resilience for those problems. I will come to the next part of your question, which is art in the foundation. So the foundation was setting up to create this awareness and how to create this awareness. So I thought, let's put all this in a book and to spread this book. But I'm sure that people are not all of community is reading, and not everybody is going to listen to my keynote lectures or podcasts or whatever. So I decided there are more tools that we can use to reach more people. And one of them is art. Art is an excellent tool because art speaks a language everybody in the world understands. And we are using, in fact, art in all different forms. And I'm busy with a lot of musicians, a lot of artists to create different things like theater piece, like music, like piano, like we have a rap.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I have a rapper, she raps. that roller coaster journey I created, I have created a chart of how it feels once you leave your comfort zone and where you're going to. Oh, we have, among others, around. Another concepts.
Mhm. That's fascinating to me. What I guess my next question is about challenges. What are some of the key challenges that you have faced in your career as a heart surgeon, and how have you overcome them to continue to deliver high quality care to your patients?
Yeah, one of the challenges is what I said before, people are not aware for this. And that means they are not prepared when they are enter the journey, whereas this journey is going to come to you. So it is challenging to prepare people for bad times, because people don't want to be in touch with bad situations. They will decide when it is that far, I will then deal with it. But this is a mistake, because we are preparing ourselves for everything. Once I want to travel to Washington, I will use my navigation system to understand where is the way, to be aware when there's a traffic jam or whatever. But for this important journey in our life, we're not preparing ourselves. And not because we don't want, in fact, because sometimes we're not aware for this. And once you are in the journey in the hospital, I think there is a deficit among the caregivers, that they are also not with all instruction for use, how to deal with the patient, how to deal with a human being that is now in such a situation. So I think we have to understand that we are one of the co-owners of this journey. So a patient is an owner, is the owner. The family is a co-owner, but we are also co-owners. So, and then you end up with the shared decision-making, shared ownership and responsibility. And this leads to my target, what I would love to see happening, that people find faster out to their new normal.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah, so awareness, it's so important for all, and I love how you refer to it as all of these various journeys that we have in our life. It's that awareness that's required and important in all of them.
Yeah.
So let's talk now about when life comes to a standstill. Dun, dun, dun. Here we have it. It is the title of your new book. That also speaks to, for me, when I hear that title, I feel that it speaks to this moment in time when all of us at some point, we will stop, we'll reflect. So my next question is, as the surgeon who touches the hearts of his patients, what do you hope people keep, carry, and share from the pages of this book?
Yeah, as I said before, it is a challenging situation once you are in the journey. But entering the journey means you are busy with 3-4 questions. One of them, what is happening to me? And is this what I have? Is this treatable? And where I'm going to? What's gonna happen then? I don't know the way. A fourth question is, I am afraid of my new rule, my new identity. That means people are busy with a kind of transition from an old ID to a new ID. Because people, when they enter a crisis, they are different once they are out. And in this book, I would love to see people prepared for this. So this is a kind of management book for crises. Be prepared that this will come to you. Accept it, take it to you. Share your problems. Share the fact that you are, yes, leaving your comfort zone. Leave it also, because we need crash in our life to could understand what's going to happen to us, to could learn from it. And that's I think, an important message to the reader or to the listener that they should not avoid crashes, they will come. And once they are, be aware, study it, and learn from it. This will give you a new rule, it will strengthen your resilience.
I love that. Yes. Bring on the crashes. It's not, I do believe that we're not defined by our falls, by how we fall, but how we get back up. And it sounds like your book helps people walk through that.
I hope.
So we're all on a mission. So as we get closer to the end of this conversation, let's talk about your mission. I would love to hear the mission of 1 million hearts.
Yes, of course. I think I have a big advantage because I'm not talking about a subject that I don't know. So I am by accident heart surgeon. So I'm touching, in fact, hearts. And I know that everybody in the world has a heart. So if we have those hearts, let's reach them. Why it's important? Because heart's supposed to be a focus of happiness, I guess. And I have experienced hearts that are talking to me, moving with me, dancing with me. That was the focus, by the way, to create those crazy ideas, to create music from the heart when we try to listen to it. And yes, we want the people listen to their heart to create happiness, to could find to their pathways easier and together with their beloved ones. Why is this important? Now, we know that cardiovascular diseases are still killer number one in the world. In Europe, in the US, in the world, in general. It's not possible to change this if we don't listen to our heart, if we don't start following a change together with our beloved ones, a change of our lifestyle, a change of our awareness towards things that might happen. And I think we have to reach a kind of empowerment of people to reach more, to could create that transforming from healthcare to connection. I think if we will have that bridge of connection, we all will have more confidence and trustful relationship among each other, especially in hospitals. Once you are fragile, you need this relationship. So with the mission 1 million heart, I think that we hope that we will reach those 1 million people very fast, 3 years maybe, and then we will go to 1 billion, I think, to create empowerment and happiness. And at the end of the story, healthier community.
Well, I'm one of your million, so there you go. Just pick that box.
Thank you. And all your readers, of course. Yes.
Absolutely. So let's close with this. For all of those who are passionate about being part of the change that they want to see in this world, but with no idea where to begin, when it comes to the heart, where should they start?
Yeah, that means a kind of life-changing when you are so far. So, and I need to open your eyes. I need to open your eyes to let you understand there is a kind of problem ongoing. Otherwise, you will not be with us. I mean, in the hospital. So that means we have to work on prevention. Prevention means it is necessary to get healthier. And as I said before, people avoid to think like this. because this is inconvenient and it is a kind of negative thinking at the first moment. But when we create this awareness and let people understand, if you take care and be aware for your health status, for your mental health, for your spiritual health and social health, means you will be prepared for all kind of events that can maybe surprise you in a healthcare manner. What I can advise everybody is to start understanding sharing is a strength. It's not a weakness. Even once you are fragile, put yourself at risk, share with people, share with your beloved ones, because we say in surgery, 4 eyes discovers more. So this helps anticipating, then you are prepared, you can do your checklists easier, you can go through the crisis easier, and at the end of the story, you could find the way easier and earlier to the new normal, the new you.
I love that advice. I love all that you've shared here today. Thank you so much for taking this time, for sharing your story, for helping all of us become a bit more aware now. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the opportunity. I really love to talk about the subject, and I would talk until tomorrow in the morning. It became a mission, a real warm mission, and I love to see this community healthier and warmer. Thank you so much.
Thank you.